Hello everyone, I welcome you to my YouTube channel Ensure Learning. Today we are going to discuss the first chapter of class 12 history, that is Indus Valley Civilization. The chapter is named as Bricks, Beats and Bones. In this chapter we will explore the Harappan culture and will come to know its various features. So let's get started. The Indus Valley Civilization is also called the Civilization or culture because the first site which was discovered was Harappa. So this civilization is also called the Harappan civilization. Archaeologists use the term culture for a group of objects distinctive in style that are usually found together with a specific geographical area and period of time. So here you will find a definition of culture. You can go through this and you will also find this uh, sentences in your books. These sentences are directly taken from the NCERT books. Okay. Areas where it spread include Afghanistan, Jammu, Balochistan and Gujarat. So this was the areal extent of the Harappan civilization. Named after Harappa, the first site where this unique culture was discovered. As I told you earlier, that this civilization was also known as Harappan civilization because the first site to be discovered was Harappa, and this civilization is dated between 26,000 and 19,000 BCE. So this is the time period of the civilization according to NCERT book. The civilization was divided into matured and late Harappan. The entire civilization was divided into matured and late Harappan. Okay. Now let us begin this chapter. You will find this sentences in your book also. I have directly taken it from your book. There were several archaeological cultures in the region prior to matured Harappan. Now you see, first came the um, lesser Harappan period, and after that in those areas only the mature Harappan culture developed. Okay, you will come to know about all this as we will move further in the chapter. Some important abbreviation. Now let us come to know some of the important abbreviation which you will lead in this chapter and also you should know as a student of history. So the first one is BP. It stands for before past. After that we have BCE, which stands for before common era. Then CE stands for common era and C stands for approximate. This use of C you will find before the uh, date, means it is used as a prefix. Okay. Now here I have given you a map. You can see here the important Harappan sites. You can see the Mohenjo-daro. Here is Mohenjo-daro. Then you will find Harappa, Lothal, which is in Gujarat, and also you will find here Sukta Gedor and then Kot Dizi. These were some of the important Harappan sites. You will come to know about many Harappan sites and their importance later in this chapter. Okay. Now let us move ahead to subsistence strategies. Mature Harappan culture developed in some of the areas occupied by the early Harappan cultures. Okay, as we have already seen this, archaeologists have been able to reconstruct deity practices from finds of charred grains and seeds. Okay, now archaeologists have tried to find out the deity practices, means what kind of plants did the Harappans eat. Okay, grains found at Harappan sites include wheat, barley, lentil, chickpea and sesame. So remember these names of grains which were found in the Harappan culture. Also, millets were found from sites in Gujarat. Okay, these are important for 1 mark questions. Animal bones found at Harappan sites include those of cattle, sheep, goat, buffalo, and pig. Studies conducted by archaeologists indicate that these animals were domesticated. Okay, these were the animals which were found there. Remember this also, and archaeologists or zoo archaeologists have found that these animals were domesticated. Okay, bones of wild species such as boar, deer, and gharial are also found, and also bones of fish and fowl were found. Okay, so these are the data which we are getting from the book. Now let us move ahead to our agricultural technologies. Now, which technologies were employed in agriculture? Okay, now from the representation on seal and terracotta sculpture indicate that the bull was known, and archaeologists extrapolate from this that oxen were used for ploughing. Now we will also we have also found that terracotta representation means clay made toys of bullock carts have been found, and from this archaeologists have predicted that they must have been used for ploughing. Okay. Moreover, terracotta models of plough have been found in sites in Cholistan and at Banawali in Haryana. So we are also getting evidence of this bullock carts and plough fields from Cholistan and Banawali. Where is Banawali? It is in Haryana. Okay. Archaeologists have also evidence of a ploughed field at Kali Bagan, Rajasthan. The field had two sets of furrows at right angles to each other, suggesting that the two different crops were grown together. Now, a ploughed field have also been found at Kali Bagan, which is in Rajasthan. Okay. Traces of canals have been found at the Harappan site of Shotugai in Afghanistan, but not in Punjab or Sindh. Why we have found this evidence in Afghanistan only? Because that areas are dried areas, and Punjab or Sindh in contrast have are somewhat are having rain. They receive some amount of rain, so we do not find the canals in these areas, but we find the canals in Afghanistan. Okay, and also a water reservoir found in Dholavira may have been used to store water for agriculture. So, a water reservoir has also been found in Dholavira, which is in Gujarat. This is a very important point, and it can come in your 1 mark question. Okay, so remember this. In which site do we find an water reservoir? We find an water reservoir in Dholavira, Gujarat. Okay, and this reservoir must have been used for agriculture. Okay, because Gujarat was also a dried area. Now moving ahead to the next section, which is Mohenjo-daro, a planned urban center. You know, Mohenjo-daro was one of the prominent Harappan sites. Okay, the first site to be discovered was Harappa, but Mohenjo-daro is also an important site known for its various unique features. Okay, Mohenjo-daro was known for its various features. Like one feature which we will see later in the chapter is the Great Bath, which was found in Mohenjo-daro. Okay, the settlement is divided into two sections, one smaller but higher, and other much larger but lower. Now, this entire Harappan settlement has been divided into two sections. One section is smaller but higher, and another one is larger but lower. Okay, these are known as citadel and lower town respectively. Okay, archaeologists designate this as the citadel and lower town respectively. The citadel wall constructed on mud brick mud brick platforms. It was walled, which meant that it was physically separated from the lower town. Now, this citadel was built on mud bricks, and it was also walled, which meant that it was physically separated from the lower town. The lower town was also walled. Several buildings were built on platforms which serve as foundations. Lower town was also walled, but so the difference between this lower town and citadel was that in the citadel only the priest or the wealthy class used to live, and in the lower town all the common people used to live. Okay, the lower town was also walled. Several buildings were built on platforms which served as foundations. Okay, now let us see uh, the laying out drains. This is the next topic. One of the most distinctive features of Harappan cities was the carefully planned drainage system. So this is in fact one of the most distinctive feature of the Harappan cities, and the drainage system at that time was far more developed than the drainage system which we have presently in India. Okay, this is one of the biggest fact you should know, that that time the drainage system was so good and efficient, and it was made by the Harappan people. The roads and streets were laid out along an approximate grid pattern intersecting at right angles. Now, these roads and streets were also laid out very properly, means the town planning was very proper in the Harappan cities. Okay, and here I have given you a picture which shows the drainage system of the Harappan civilization. Okay, this were the drains, and you see these drains were having places which can be opened from the outside, and also uh, these drains were cleaned after a certain period of time. Okay, now after this we have domestic architecture. The lower town at Mohenjo-daro provides examples of residential buildings. Now, residential buildings means the houses in which common people used to live. We find the evidence of these buildings in the lower town at Mohenjo-daro. Okay, many were entered on a courtyard with rooms on all sides. Now there was a courtyard in the building, and this courtyard was used for a variety of activities like weaving, cooking, etc. And this was having rooms on all the sides. Okay, an apparent concern for privacy was taken care. Every house has its own bathroom, paved with bricks and with drains connected through the wall to the street drains. Now, an apparent concern for privacy was taken care. Every house has its own bathroom, paved with bricks. Okay, see how much advanced they were, and also the drains were connected through the street drains. Okay, the kind of architecture we find today was also present in those time, and also it was far more advanced than we can imagine. Many houses had well often in a room that could be reached from the outside and perhaps used by passers-by. A total of 712 were found in Mohenjo-daro. 712 wells have been found in Mohenjo-daro, and these wells were often in a house, was often in a room which could be used by passers-by also. Okay, this also shows that people were very concerned about the uh, cleanliness of the society. So in this video we have seen the earlier portion of the chapter, that was about the introduction part, then the agricultural practices, then the agricultural technologies, and the drainage system. In the next video we will continue the chapter. If you find the video useful, do like and subscribe my channel.